Well, everybody's been doing it, so I figure it's my turn since I guess I am a part of the community now. So let's talk about it. What do I want to see in Dragon Ball Super? No, let's take it a step further. Forget what do I want to see in Dragon Ball Super. This video is what do we need to see in Dragon Ball Super. And I'm going to tell you what we need to see in Dragon Ball Super. I'm going to tell you what I think Dragon Ball Super has to do to not only capture the imagination of all Dragon Ball fans, but also at the end of the video, I'm going to give you what I would do, actual details of how I would kick off Dragon Ball Super, what storyline I would do. And the first thing that I want to talk about what I want to see in Dragon Ball Super is I want to see a good story. That's pretty much the first proper thing. Forget everything else in detail. Forget any new transformations or villains or any of that. It doesn't matter if there isn't a good story. And I do think that Toei, with Toriyama's vision, can put together a good story based on the fact that these characters have already been established for years and years and years and years and years. And when you take characters that are this legendary and you put them and you in new situations and bring them back, it could be a totally new experience, and it could be a success and capture the audience of the past and of the present. So what I want is, I want this story, this good story, to have a lot of planning. I want them to actually sit there and plan out the entire story arc. Don't worry about the future story arcs right away. Just focus on the initial first story arc. And I want them to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And I want them to know what the end game is. And I want them to fill in the holes. One of the tricks with storytelling is that you want to kind of know where you're going. And obviously, with a lot of these TV shows and books and novels and everything, when you're writing a story, what happens is you kind of have an idea of where the story's going to go, but sometimes things will shift in direction, whether it be you get some kind of inspiration from a person or a place or a thing or a movie or a book, or sometimes one of the characters you're writing gets really popular. So let's say they're doing Dragon Ball Super, and let's say they make a new character, and let's say this character becomes really popular, like Vegeta and Trunks, like, characters that people just love. They could end up giving that character much more emphasis on the TV show. But before they even go down that route, they have to kind of figure out what their end game is going to be. And obviously the end game is going to differ depending on whether or not the show is going to be after FUKKATSU no F, before the end of Z, or after the end of Z. I also don't want them to disrespect the past. No more of these contradictions and these plot holes and, all these confusing things that don't make any sense, this lazy writing. This has got to stop. Whoever puts this show together, whether it be Toriyama, whether it be the staff at Toei, the producer, the writer, the director, whoever is actually in charge of the finished product, needs to be somebody who is very familiar with Dragon Ball, both manga and anime versions, who is a savant, so to speak, and is knowledgeable about the series, and who also is able to remember very key things about the series, that way that there's less contradictions, if any at all. I really want this show to take what we have and expand upon it. A lot of fans have talked a lot about the 12 universes, and yes, I do think that the 12 universes are going to be a focal point of this show, mostly because I really don't understand why they wouldn't be, and I really don't understand where else the story could go. I mean, other than having a brand new alien appear, if you think about, how Dragon Ball has worked, right? How the series, Dragon Ball Z, have worked from beginning to end, the threat always comes from kind of a different place. You got Pilaf, who's kind of like his own king in his own mind. You've got the Red Ribbon Army, this big army on Earth. Then you've got Demon King Piccolo, who is, part of the Demon Clan, who split off from God. So you've got kind of a, like a metaphysical thing going there. Then in Dragon Ball Z, you jump to that, you've got aliens coming in. So you've got aliens coming in from outer space. Then they go to outer space in the Namek arc. Then the third arc, it's got time travel from the future. You've got your artificial humans, you've got Trunks, you've got all this badass shit. it. You've got science, you've got all this stuff. And then when you get to the Boo arc, it's all about, like, the other world, like, heaven, hell, kind of, Boo, magic, mysticism. Dragon Ball is so great because it's visited so many different things. But with the 12 universes idea, that's just another source to pull a new antagonist from. You can't just have a new alien come to Earth every time there's a problem. To me, that's become kind of played out. I mean, how many Dragon Ball movies, the Toei ones, featured an alien coming to Earth? Movie 3, movie 4, movie 5. It was always kind of the same thing. Even movie 8 with Broly had Paragus come to Earth first. So they kind of have to stop this whole, space thing unless they have like a really good story plan that will tie into the other universes. I do think Jocko the Galactic Patrolman will be in the series as well. Also, we need to see that. We need to see Jocko, and I think, my opinion, we need to see Tarble. I want Tarble to be there, because if Tarble is there, think about how many of the Saiyans are going to be in this show. Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, Goten, Gohan, Bra, Pan, hopefully, and now Tarble. That's 8. I like that. I like that because it also gives them the ability to maybe unlock some new SSJ gods in there, maybe give somebody else a chance to shine. The more that you have, the better. So I do want to see Tarble kind of become maybe not a full-time character. Maybe he'll be in the B Squad, but I think it would be cool to see Tarble get that. The other thing that I'd like to see too is I want to see Piccolo involved in an actual good storyline. Maybe not necessarily about just him, but I want him to get the emphasis again. Now, obviously, he's not going to get to the power of Goku and the power of Vegeta and Whis and Beerus, but I think Piccolo getting his own kind of mini arc, like amongst the other arcs in the series, I think will work out well. And that's the whole thing. They got to make sure that with this show, yes, I'm expecting comedy, I'm expecting wackiness that we all love about Dragon Ball, but I think if you're doing this series in 2015 and people with 2015 eyes are going to be watching it, the writing has to evolve. It has to compete with everything else that's out there. You have to have story arcs. You have to have characters actually change and evolve and learn. One of the things that made Dragon Ball Z so awesome was that Piccolo changed. He went from a villain to being a good guy because of the love of Gohan. Vegeta had the best character development in the whole series. He goes from being this cocky villain to kind of being this cocky rival, but still very cocky, to at the end of Dragon Ball Z finally admitting that Goku was better than him. He's humbled. He found a family. That's the kind of thing that we need to see out of Dragon Ball Super. They have to introduce characters and give them arcs. I want Piccolo to have some kind of arc, maybe something where he's not the head fighter, but he helps out in one way or another. I definitely want to see that. A lot of fans have been talking about maybe Gohan should get that role too. I don't know about that, but hey, I wouldn't mind it. The important thing is they have to give these characters who have already been through everything a reason to continue, a reason to keep us tuned in. That's really what it is. They got to give us a reason to tune in each and every week and get us hooked from the beginning. Another thing that we absolutely need to see from Dragon Ball Super is we need to see Beerus and Whis at full power. I would love to see exactly what the God of Destruction Beerus can do and what Whis, whatever the hell he is, a being called Whis, I want to see that motherfucker really, I want to see him get pissed and fuck somebody's life up. Also, they have to kind of tweak the rules a little bit because, and this is a spoiler for FUKKATSU no F, so if you have not seen the movie or read the synopsis or know anything, turn the video off and I'll see you in a month. Watch the video again then. But this is a spoiler coming up. So here we go. Whis' ability to turn back time, to me, makes it really, really easy for the good guys to kind of always win. Because if he can always reverse time, then, what do they have to worry about? We still just reverse time. It's kind of like the Dragon Balls. They fix everything. So I think that if they're going to explore the other universes, I think that they need to give Whis' abilities, a little bit of limitations. Maybe he can only do that in this universe and not in the other ones. Another thing that I want to see is if they explore the 12 universes, it's obviously going to be the Goku and Vegeta show at first, but I think that Beerus and Whis and Oob, if he's in there, should definitely get some shine as well as Piccolo. Now, another thing that would be cool, I don't know if we're going to see this, but this would be awesome, is if they do some kind of storyline where the 12 universes are actually in some kind of jeopardy. Like, wouldn't it be awesome if they did something? If they really want to get brave with this thing, they should do something like DC Comics Crisis on Infinite Earths. Like, have a storyline where some kind of villain, maybe one of Whis' rivals from like a million years ago, appears. You know, maybe Whis locked him away. So check this out. I'm just coming up with this off the top of my head. Whis locks this guy away in some other universe like years and years and years ago. And Goku, being such an idiot, wants to fight him and opens up the gateway to that universe. And then, boom, all hell breaks loose. So to me, and Whis is like, fuck. And this guy's got some kind of incredible power where he fucks all the other universes up. And it's up to the Z Fighters and Beerus and Whis to kind of save existence. Not the universe. We're not even saving the universe at this point. We're saving the existence. We're saving matter. You feel me on that one? We're saving matter now. And it would be incredible if they did this kind of like this big like battle royale where all 12 universes like started to like merge, and that was like the guy's plan to like merge the universes, and then it's like time is running out, and then all these beings are appearing on Earth that shouldn't be there, like in the alternate realms, and you're seeing these characters, and then, you know, a couple of them are like, you know, rampaging, and it's up to Gohan and Goten and Trunks to kind of say, you know, protect the citizens. You doing something like this will give every character something to do. Like, I want it to be epic. That's it. You know, if you're going to ask me, what do you want to see out of Dragon Ball Super? I want it to be epic. I want to see fights where they're fighting in space and one or two punches blows up an entire planet. Boom, boom, bow. And they're literally throwing planets at each other. Fuck this ki blast shit. They're picking up Jupiter and throwing it at each other. That's what I want to see, some space battles. Like, you know, we saw a little bit of it in Battle of Gods. I want to see some real, like, somebody wreck some shit. Supernovas going off, you know. It just has to be something where when you watch it, you're like visually stunned. You know, you put it on your big screen TV at home or in the theater if they put out more movies, and you're just fucking just losing your shit. You're a kid again. I want to feel like a kid again when I watch Dragon Ball Super. So before I end the video, last thing is, how would I kick off Dragon Ball Super? Quick synopsis of Episode 1. Episode 1 of Dragon Ball Super synopsis, my version, goes like this. Goku's having a dream about what Beerus told him at the end of Battle of Gods, and he can't sleep. He keeps thinking about 12 universe, 12 universe, 12 universe, 12, you know, more powerful guys, more powerful guys. He wakes up. He talks to Vegeta. He's like, Vegeta, I really want to fight these guys. And Vegeta's like, well, I do too, but you're kind of a family man now, but fuck it, let's do it. So they go and they talk to the Kais, and they talk to Whis, and they all say, no, you don't want to do this. This is a bad idea. But Goku, because he's stubborn, same with Vegeta, they fucking open up a fucking portal using the Dragon Balls or whatever. Maybe they use the Dragon Balls. So how about this one? They summon Shenlong, and they ask him to open up the universes. Shenlong says, I can't do it. But then Vegeta's like, is there a way to do it? And then Shenlong goes, I can tell you how to do it, but I can't do it for you. And then Goku and Vegeta are like, okay, what? And then Shenlong could be like, and I'm just making this up literally off the top of my head right now, guys. I'm literally coming up with this off the top of my head. He could be like, there's an artifact on a planet in the South Galaxy, whatever. Find this artifact. It actually will open a portal to the other 12 universes, or to like this, it'd be cool. You know, it'd be awesome if they had this like train station, like in Harry Potter. So, hold on, just let me finish. And like the train station, each train takes you to a different universe. See, that's Toriyama type wackiness right there. And they go to this train station, and they have to figure out what universe they want to go to, but then they fuck up because when they go to this other universe, they leave the portal to our universe open, the 7th universe, and then another being comes through. And then Beerus maybe later on could fight this thing and loses. You know, he loses. And then it's up to Goku and Vegeta teaming up. Fusion? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know yet. It doesn't matter. They have to team up to win because they did tease this in Revival of F. So back to my synopsis. Goku and Vegeta, Shenlong tells them you have to find this artifact, and then Goku and Vegeta go out to find it. That's about 2 or 3 episodes right there they can knock out. They get the artifact, they open up the portal, and then boom, we've got the arc. We've got it going, and it's all because of Goku's selfishness that all this bullshit happens. And the story arc, the character arc at the end of the series will be, even though you guys are from the Saiyajin warrior race, as they call it in the Japanese version, you've got to control yourself because there are beings out there you don't want to fuck with. And even though we got lucky and we won, this is at the end of the series, at the end of the arc, even though we got lucky and we won, just please don't do anything stupid again. Stop being so damn stupid, you know. Then again, I'm just coming up with this off the top of my head. If it was me actually working at Toei, I would have to think a little bit more. Maybe that's a bad idea. Give me your thoughts in the comments section. What do you think? What do you think about Dragon Ball Super? What do we need to see? I kind of already asked this question before, so some of you guys might repeat yourself. What do you think about my idea? Leave a comment. Have a great day. And let's all enjoy Dragon Ball Super together. Realistically, it probably won't be as good as we all hope it will be, but I'm positive, I'm thinking positive, and I'm hoping it will be. Catch you down the road.